So do you feel like women are hot and cold around you? Like you turned them off somewhere along the way? Or has your girl lost attraction and you're left scratching your head why? No worries, we'll cover the top turn-ons and turn-offs for women in this video. So definitely make sure you stick around until the end. Confidence. And I mean, women have said this time and time again, confidence is the #1 thing. This is Gentlemen and Scholars, where we discuss dating, style, and personal development. If you're all about becoming a better version of yourself, definitely make sure you like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So again, today we're discussing the top turn-ons and turn-offs for women. And we'll go ahead and start with the turn-ons. For #1 for the top turn-ons, that's going to be confidence. And I mean, women have said this time and time again, confidence is the #1 thing that they find the most attractive in men. And really this can show up in many different ways. I mean, having the confidence to approach that really attractive, good-looking woman in, a really crowded space. Just doing that and showing up shows that you believe in yourself. Confidence also means having the courage to stand up for yourself or to stand up for others when the pressure's high. Confidence also means that you believe in yourself, and this can be even if there's no real evidence to support this belief that you may have in yourself, but deep down you know where you're going and you know that you will eventually reach your goals. This belief is extremely attractive to women and is definitely a turn on, and it can turn a skeptical woman into a believer just seeing how much that you believe in yourself. So for turn on #2 on the list, this is going to be to build anticipation. Building anticipation will be crucial for your success, as it will allow you to create the space for those feelings to sort of well up inside of her. Remember, gents, attraction and courtship, this is more of something that builds over time. It doesn't come overnight. So definitely make sure that you are building the anticipation, and this can be achieved in many different ways. Don't explain every little detail. Do things such as surprise dates, where you'll set a date with a woman, but you won't explain exactly what you're going or what you have planned. This is a great way to build anticipation and build excitement in her as she, will think about what you all are going to be doing. You can give her a dress code, for instance, and then she'll sort of be thinking about, okay, what does he have planned? So all of these things are great things to do in advance of a date. You also want to make sure that you're leaving space in between dates as well, where there's no contact at all. And for a lot of you guys, this might be counterintuitive, but trust me, it does work to build up that anticipation, because as you're not talking to her directly, you're not communicating with her, this allows her to think about you and really for her attraction to grow. She's wondering, hey, is this person thinking about me? What are they doing? Are they out with some other girl? So all of these things are great for you because, again, you're kind of taking up space in her mind. So it's definitely something that you're gonna wanna include in your courtship. Again, this also applies in intimacy, building that anticipation. If you go in for the kiss and you get to making out, you can stop for a little bit, take a step back, and maybe start making out again, and this time go a little bit longer, so on and so forth until you lead to where you want to go. Also, you can feel free to utilize natural aphrodisiacs, things to kind of get things going, so to speak. Alcohol, that tends to turn women on and get them in a more open mood. Obviously, we're not taking advantage of women, and I'm definitely not advocating for that. But one glass of wine can definitely do wonders to get her to open up and be more open to you. So turn on #3 for women, that's going to be to have good active listening skills. So by active listening, what I mean here is that you're going to want to, ask really good questions and really listen to what she has to say and her response. And to show that you're listening, you can do things such as repeating a little bit of what she said back to her. It'll also be important to ask questions that she'll be interested in answering, and to avoid touchy subjects. Just keep it lighthearted, keep it on the up and up. And I'd also consider maintaining eye contact 80% of the conversation. Speaking of that, turn on number 4, that's going to be eye contact. Definitely make sure that you're holding eye contact and you're allowing the sexual anticipation to build. And watch what she does. Where is she looking? Where's her body sort of positioned? These are all good things that you're going to want to make sure that you're paying attention to. Also keep in mind that wherever she looks, this is likely indicative of what she's thinking about. If she's looking at your lips, this could be a really good sign that she wants to kiss you. If she's checking you out, looking at your butt, for instance, this could be, an indicator of high interest. So definitely make sure you're paying attention to, where her eyes are going more often too. And I should also note that, anytime you see a woman and you shoot her a smile and she smiles back at you after maintaining that eye contact, this is likely an indication that there's a really good chance that she wants you to approach her. So this could be an invitation to approach, so definitely make sure you keep this in mind. So turn on number 5 for women, that is going to be effective planning. See, women fantasize about being swept off their feet, where they won't have to worry about anything, the man will take care of everything. When you plan well, consistently, see, slowly over time, she'll allow you to lead more freely. And if she always has a good time when she sees you, really she won't care what you have planned. It's really more about what she's feeling. And that's really the biggest thing to pay attention to, what she feels. So definitely make sure you're facilitating a good time. And for the 6th turn on, last but not least on my list of turn-ons, that is going to be your purpose. See, a guy that's laser focused on something, anything, is seen as just way more attractive than your average couch potato. This is a guy that's interesting, this is a guy that's driven, and you're seen as a guy that's going places, and trust me, there's a good chance that she'll want to be along for the ride. All right, so now that we've gone over, the top turn-ons, we'll list out the top 5 turn-offs to be aware of when courting women. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars family, and consider checking out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for free resources, Gentlemen and Scholars merch, book recommendations, consultation services, and our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, where you'll learn personal development tips on how to build a successful life and become the gentleman of your dreams, style tips to develop an eye-catching, attractive, and unique personal avatar, and dating tips to attract, court, and keep the woman of your dreams. Visit the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for more. Now back to the video. So turn off number 1 on the list, that is going to be neediness. This is your guy that longs for constant attention, is always in need of constant contact, and is really just doing too much. And often they do this too soon, and the girl quickly rejects him. This is a guy that does not give her space to miss him. This is a guy that, when they're out, he's, constantly hovering, doesn't really allow her to, mingle and, maybe go hang out with friends without him kind of being right there in the middle in the mix. Definitely don't be this guy. Don't be needy. It's okay. You're able to give your woman space, and you should have belief in yourself that you're a catch, and that, it'll be fine, if you give her a little space. It'll actually build the attraction as opposed to causing her to lose attraction, which is exactly what you want. And if you're worried about her doing something that, might not be advantageous or ideal, no worries. I mean, if she's a person with poor character, this is something that's going to come out over time. So there's no sense in worrying that if you give her too much space, that she's going to do something, crazy. It's actually more often the case that if you don't give her space, she ends up doing something with some other guy anyway. So in a way, you're causing what you don't want to happen. So definitely be on top of this. Definitely check yourself if you're dealing with neediness, and don't worry, allow that attraction to build. So turn off number 2 for women, that is going to be being super agreeable. This is going to be your guy that goes out of his way to agree with anything that a woman says, changing his opinion to fit that of this particular woman, changing himself, changing his appearance to fit what he thinks might be attractive to this particular girl. These are all things that are seen as super unattractive, and over time, slowly her interest will drop. You never want to go against your core values and what you truly believe to appease a woman. In fact, it's okay to be sometimes in disagreement with a woman. That makes for more interesting conversation, and it shows that you're authentic and you're being human. Because the reality is, it's just unreasonable and an unrealistic expectation that you all will agree on everything. So definitely make sure you're paying attention to this. So turn off number 3 for you gents, that is going to be being judgmental. See gents, women just want to have fun. They want to be able to have a good time and feel like they're not being judged. And if you find yourself being, a little critical, maybe too judgmental at times, what you'll find is women might, end up closing themselves off to you. And if you do this too soon, it will impact your ability to properly vet the woman, because she won't be giving full responses. She'll sort of be giving filtered responses, because in her mind, she thinks, okay, he's a little judgmental, so I don't want to give him the full truth or the entire story. So definitely make sure that you're keeping it easy, you're keeping it lighthearted, you're not being too judgmental. No one's perfect, I'm not perfect, I'm sure you're not either. So definitely don't be too critical. And again, you want to have that opportunity to vet your woman and really see if she's a good fit for your life. So don't do this, because it will impact your ability to do that. For turn off number 4, that is going to be being too serious. Again, girls just want to have fun, so they love a guy that's a little humorous, a little lighthearted. If she does a little barb at you, you can come back with a witty response and keep it charming, keep it fun. And these are things that women tend to love. And finally, for turn off number 5, that is going to be coming off as inexperienced. So here's the harsh reality, gents. Women love guys that they perceive other women are after. They love men that are desired by other women. They don't like when women are caught flirting with their guy, or giving their guy like a flirty stare, but they are actually a little attracted by this. So if you're a guy that's kind of lacking experience, no worries, that's what this channel is here for. But the key here is to not give away your lack of experience in what you say. And also, as a side note, you definitely don't want to perform poorly in bed. So that's a whole nother topic, but the key here is to make her feel safe, and to stop when she tells you to stop, or she signals to stop, or she might signal to slow down. Just make sure that you're aware of those cues and you make her feel safe. And additionally, don't hold back. She wants you, she wants to feel your presence. So that is a key for when you do make it to the intimacy stage. But anyway, gents, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you do have any questions for me, definitely feel free to give a shout. Definitely make sure that you like and subscribe, and definitely comment down below. I would love to hear, are there some turn-ons or turn-offs that you noticed in women that, maybe wasn't listed here? Definitely let us know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Also, make sure you check out the Gentleman and Scholar's Ultimate Handbook, on the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website, where I go over all of the little known secrets and tips when it comes to dating and courting women, as well as style tips and self-improvement tips as well. I really think you all will enjoy that, so definitely make sure you check that out on the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website. But until next time, gentlemen and scholars. Hey gents, hope you enjoyed the video. And check out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, free resources, book recommendations, consultation services, and some pretty slick Gentlemen and Scholars merch. GNS hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, and so much more. Until next time, gentlemen and scholars.